Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well. Today we have the BS6 variant of the Naked Wolf, presenting the Bajaj Pulsar NS200. Over the years, nothing has really changed with the NS200. It carries the same Naked Wolf design from its first generation. The only thing that has been changing over the years is the paint scheme and the decals. And this BS6 Avatar gives it one more addition. We'll talk about it later, but let's start with the front side of the NS200. Now you won't see much of a change. It carries the same decals and the paint scheme from the BS4 variant. So you have the traditional halogen headlamp, two pilot lamps which are also bulb, and the traditional bulb indicators. The NS200 offers the same telescopic front forks and a 180 section tire in the front on 17-inch alloy wheels. With that you get a 300 mm disc brake in the front, assisted with a single channel ABS. Now the fuel tank capacity also remains constant at 12 liters, and the NS200 BS6 offers a mileage starting at 38 kmpl to somewhere around 42 kmpl. The main variation that you get to see is at its heart, and here sits a 199.6cc triple spark fuel injected engine. Now fuel injection was the one that was not really available in the BS4, although when the BS4 was launched in India, at that time fuel injection was available but outside India, and it never came to India because of the price margin. So with the BS6 compliant, now we get a fuel injected 200cc motor, and it is the same liquid cooled motor but now churning out 24.5 PS of power and 18.5 Nm of torque. I won't hesitate to say that manufacturers have been struggling to keep the same performance figures in the BS6 variants, and surprisingly Bajaj has managed to notch up the performance in the NS200. Now the NS200 sits on a perimeter frame and weighs 156 kgs. Now this addition to the weight is due to the fuel injection and the thick catcon that sits in the exhaust. And from the side profile it still feels the same. The same split seat setup, the same graphics and the same paint scheme. Now you still get to see the underbelly exhaust. The ground clearance of the bike is 168 mm and the wheelbase is 1363 mm. The best thing is that the exhaust node has changed slightly, but it is now more suppressed and feels more sporty. You still get to see 130/70 section tires in the rear on a 17-inch alloy wheel. The rear disc brake is 230 mm and the NS gets an ABS sensor on the rear disc brake as well. However, it is not a dual channel setup, but you get sensors on both the disc brakes. Now you still get Eurogrip tires with this bike. You get an option of MRF Nylogrip and Eurogrip, and I would suggest go with MRF Nylogrip because they have a better grip. Along with that, you still get the Nitrox Charge 7-step adjustable monoshock. In the rear you have the same mud hugger and the LED tail lights with the traditional bulb indicators. Hop on the saddle and it still feels the same. The same old NS200 with a fuel injection and an ABS in place. Now there are a few changes on the console that I can see, and let's show you that. The first thing that I can notice is till the time the kill switch is off, your FI system won't switch on, and the moment you switch on the kill switch, the FI system will switch on. And you can see that the FI indicator is now available over here, which was not there in the BS4. You have the ABS signal over here, which has been available since the BS5 variants when the single channel ABS was mandatory for 150cc plus bikes. Now till the time the kill switch is off, you won't even see the side stand indicator. So these are the few changes that I can see on the console. Rest, it is still the same. You have the semi-analog and semi-digital console. So the digital speedometer, fuel gauge, odometer, trip meter, and the analog tachometer. Rest buttons are the same. You have the pass switch, you have the headlight switch, you have the turn indicator switch, and the horn. It is still the same. You have the single tone horn, not the dual tone horn. So shall we ride it? But before we go for a ride, don't forget to wear your helmet and follow all road safety rules. The seating ergonomics are still the same, with slightly rear set foot pegs and this aggressive stance, which is not very aggressive but finds a sweet spot for making the ride equally comfortable. The seats are adequately cushioned for a naked sports bike like they were in the previous generation. You sit straight without any stress on your back or on your shoulders. The wide handlebars makes the controlling easy and agile, keeps your arms stretched so that you do not feel the fatigue, and there is a lot of room to grab onto the tank. Although this small tank pad in front of me isn't helpful, but it saves the tank from getting scratched by your riding jacket. This bike can easily be taken for long rides because I have already done it with my NS200 BS4, and I am confident with the fuel injection in place, this will be even fun to ride. Overall, this one over here gives me a same feeling but with more refinement. And when we are talking about the refinement, let's talk about the engine of this bike. Now you all know BS4 NS200 was very refined, but Bajaj has taken this bike to a whole new level. The bike feels super refined thanks to the BS6, due to which the FI came to India. This video kind of becomes like an owner's review because I have been using my NS200 BS4 for past 3 years, and the moment I ride this one, I can feel all the differences. With the FI in place, the motorcycle misses out on the top mid-range punch that you used to get with the carburetor. It now progresses more linearly with the throttle response more progressive and precise. One more thing this engine misses out is the throttle lag, which is super amazing. With the carburetor now replaced by the FI, the throttle responds the moment you pull it, which is super duper amazing and fun to ride. The clutch is on a lighter side, which is a plus point. The gearbox is smoother and more precise, so you can easily have multiple shifts without any issues. The bike still misses out on the slipper clutch because then it would be like having cherry on the cake. And as we all know, NS200's direct rival, the RTR 200, has it. But then I feel it is not justified to complain because this machine delivers a lot more power with an additional gear in the gearbox. And the sound, man, the sound of the exhaust just won't let you go off the throttle. The bike now gets added bass, and with that is the subtle suppression of the exhaust. In the BS6 variant, the bike has gained few kilos, but it has also gained some power, and hence the power to weight ratio remains almost the same. Bajaj has made sure that you don't feel that the bike has gone underpowered now. The BS6 made the bike put on some weight, so Bajaj made sure that the power was compensated accordingly. The acceleration is amazing. It is linear and precise without the initial lag. There are no vibrations in the motorcycle. You can feel a slight hiss of vibration when you climb above 9000, but that is okay. In fact, it makes you pull the throttle even harder. And I forgot to mention that there is something in this video for you as well. So if you are planning to buy the NS200 or any Bajaj bikes in Pune, go to the Gems Bajaj Hadapsar and tell our coupon code to them, that is Rev Explorers, at the time of purchase, and you will get some good discounts on the accessories. So go ahead and check out the Gems Bajaj dealership in Hadapsar. Coming back to the NS200, we have already discussed the power and speed. What about the brakes? Well, you get a single channel ABS which works really well. You might not feel the sudden brake bite from the front brakes because of the ABS, but the precision is great and the stopping power is absolutely amazing. So people who have already ridden the BS4 NS200 understand what I mean by the brake bite. The front tire won't slide even on hard braking, but the rear tire will. For added safety, I feel that Bajaj should introduce a dual channel ABS because we already have the dual channel sensors in place. It's just the matter of upgrading the ABS motor. But if you ask me, I personally love the Super Moto mode. The best thing about NS200 braking is that you get Biber brake calipers and the pedal disc brakes, which help in better heat dissipation, and it is definitely needed when you hit brakes at high speeds. To keep the riding experience in check, you get the same set of telescopic front forks and the Nitrox charged monoshock, which is slightly on a stiffer end, giving you good control over these tarmacs and especially on the corners. The only thing you need to take care while buying this bike are the tires. As you all know by now, the NS200 is offered in Eurogrip as well as MRF Nilo grip. Make sure that you are buying the NS200 with MRF tires for better grip. Or the other alternative is that you can just get it swapped with some good aftermarket radial tires. I have really enjoyed riding the new NS200 BS6. The bike is real fun to ride on the city road, highways, and you can even take it on long rides or off-roads. If you ask me, I would like to take this one to the mountains. The bike is offered in 4 colors, which makes it even more likable. And once you take it for a test ride, you won't have any doubts in your mind for the NS200. It was just amazing to ride the new avatar of the NS200. The bike is super refined and you can get this too at a price of 1.27 lakhs ex-showroom Pune. I hope this video was helpful for you. Do press a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring that bell so you never miss an update from Rev Explorers. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, keep riding and be safe. Bye bye.